friends, welcome to another Taco Thursday. I totally forgot about Taco Tuesday. I'm not preaching this week, so I've been working on some other stuff and I'm out of my regular rhythm. And it was evening on Tuesday and I was like, I forgot. Who forgets to eat tacos? That's what I want to know. At any rate, I am, because again, way out of rhythm this week, I had to run an errand, so I'm here in Hickory Creek. And so I decided to stop at a little place called Maria's Mexican Restaurant, well reviewed on Yelp. And so Maria, super nice lady in there, I will tell you. We got pastor on corn, like our regular order. They look delightful. It doesn't look like, I mean, these are definitely store-bought taco, or tortillas, they're corn. We got a red and a green salsa here. But you know, pretty standard stuff. I would doubt that these came off of a spit, and there seems to be some, some cooked onion in here. So we'll see, but here's to you. Oh, we've got, we're gonna go for red salsa first. And, oh, yeah, look at this thing. This cookie is the size of my face. It's a Texas-sized cookie. It's got like a whole Reese's peanut butter cup in the middle of it. I'm not gonna make you watch me eat that. But at any rate, Taco Thursday coming at you. Here we go. All right, so here's the deal. Maria, super nice lady. Those tacos, just okay. But this is what I did learn. I learned, so it's like 4 o'clock and I haven't eaten all day. And so I expected, because I don't know if you recall this, there's literally no reason why you would, but both times I've gone to ale tacos, which I love. It's been on an empty stomach where it's been like mid-afternoon or a little afternoon. I haven't eaten that morning. So there was this little part of me that was like, you only like these tacos because every time you eat them, you are starving. But I'm more hungry today, and these are just okay. If ale tacos are muy rico, these are meh rico, if you know what I'm saying. There's no way that was on a spit and cut off of a spit. Like, not a chance. They were dry, chewy in like that way that things are chewy when they lack moisture, where no amount of salsa will help. Also, the red salsa just sort of tasted like spicy tomato sauce. It was not very good. Overall, I mean, they were fine. If you put one in front of me again, I would eat it. I would not complain. I'm only nitpicking now. Oh, that was the other thing. Too much cooked onion, and there was cooked green pepper in it. That was a new one for me, which was weird. I didn't like it. But I mean, cooked green pepper is fine, just not in my pastor taco. At any rate, Maria, nice lady, meh rico tacos. Here's the other thing, is that memes are killing us. I don't know if you know what a meme is, but a lot of times it's like a picture with some text on the internet. And they're fun things, but here's the deal. When Facebook came out and people were like, oh, neat, microblogging site, like, wow. Well, it was really just a blogging site. You remember people used to post super duper long things all the time. And now people still do that, but not to the same extent. And then Twitter came around and we were like, microblogging, like, what can you even say in 140 characters? Oh my gosh. And, you know, there was a big hullabaloo about that. But it really caught on. And apparently you can say a lot in 140 characters, sort of, kind of. And then memes came along. And memes are pretty old, but, and it's just like a line of text a lot of times, or just a couple words of text. And these get mocked as, just sort of things for kids. But I don't know if you paid attention to what happened with GameStop stock over the past couple of weeks, and what's happening right now with what I like to pronounce as doggy coin. But both of those were meme generated happenings, and what happened there in GameStop is maybe worth talking about in another video. But my point is this: memes are killing us because no meaningful dialogue can happen in the course of a line of text. And I think it's sort of symbolic. It might be something that we like look down on kids for, like, oh, they spend their time making these dank memes, it's so stupid. But adults have done the same thing. Like, we live in like a hot take society where you put something out there and everything is supposed to be like a boom roasted moment. Everybody wants to have their mic drop. Everybody wants to have their world so succinctly tied up in, like, 140 characters or less, that like there is no room for nuance at all. And it is murdering us. I mean, quite literally in some ways. I mean, we're undergoing right now the second impeachment trial for former President Trump. And I mean, a lot of that energy that would motivate somebody to take such drastic action as happened that day has got to be this like surface level. There's only one take, right? And there's only one way to deal with it, right? The election was stolen, and the way to protect the Constitution is to bum rush the Capitol, and people got killed because of this. So this is literally killing us, but in a more figurative way, a more metaphorical way. It's killing our ability to dialogue with each other. It's killing our souls, because what does it mean for us that we do want things to be so simple? People aren't so simple. Nothing is so simple. Try to have a relationship. I mean, what do you think about the people that are most near and dear to your heart, that they're that simplistic? Politics does not help this, especially right now. It's still a hot take. Everybody wants their boom roasted moment. Everybody wants the quote that's gonna, singe the nose hairs of their opponents. And it's ridiculous. It does not work. There's no room for nuance. And nuance is the mystery, and relationship and nuance is the very heart of the spiritual experience. Like it. Because what we're after is an experience of God here. And God does not fit into our pretty boxes. And God knows that our lives don't. But we really try hard to shove them in there. Our lives, that is. And we try to shove God in there too, into this neat little box. I got on this because last night I was reading, and I came across 2 Corinthians 7, where Paul is talking to the church, and he's written a letter to them, and it was really sort of harsh. And he's reflecting on how, I hope that letter didn't hurt your feelings too much, right? I hope it didn't make you despair too much. But then he says, you know what? I kind of don't mind it if you despaired. Because that despair will bring you to life, right? It was a desperation that led to repentance. And he goes on to talk about his own experience of being fearful and afraid, but at the same time knowing the presence of Christ, of being, what's the line that he uses? He says that we are afflicted and also joyful, right? Like, it's this distinct juxtaposition of like, this bad thing is happening, but it's actually at the same time this good thing is happening, or this bad thing is happening, and as a result of it, something good came out of it. And none of it is simple. And the word that Paul uses when he talks about repentance in the Corinthians is metanoia. It's that classic word that we use. It's used all through the New Testament for repentance, and that is like I didn't realize this. I've recently learned this, so I'm sort of processing with you, if you will. But metanoia, and I took Greek. Like, I know this stuff, right? I just never put it together because it was sort of hand-fed to me, even from the lexicons. But if you put the word, like okay, so metanoia means repentance. The literal meaning of repentance, we say, is to turn around. Also, we say it's to change one's mind. But really, if you take like it's a compound word, meta and noia, and the noia is new, like mind, and meta is what the word we use for like the big story. So it's like to come out of, to get the 300, the 10,000 foot view of something. So to have a metanoia experience, to have what we translate as a repentance experience, it means to come out of ourselves, to have a mind-altering experience. Guess what doesn't lead to mind-altering experiences? Black and white, simple, both and thinking. Anybody can understand that. It doesn't lead to change. It doesn't lead to repentance. It doesn't lead to metanoia. To have a real metanoia experience, I believe you have to be jarred into it. And that means to live with tension. That means we have to let go of our simplistic ways of thinking and being for something greater, which is societal change, individual change, change in my soul and the way that I see myself in God. So what I'm saying, folks, is to stop living such a memey life and to lean into nuance and to open yourself to paradox. Most of all when it's uncomfortable, because none of us know perfectly, but we are perfectly known by the one who is a mystery to us. So let's lean into that mystery, not the memes. Grace and peace to you. We'll see you next time.